What is one fast food restaurant you will never go to? Sonic. Got served rotten dairy then called a lying fucking bitch by the manager. I wasn't even asking for money back since I was already out of town. Just called to warn them that it was rotten. Sonic. It was my first job and I worked there on and off for about 4 or 5 years. I ate lots of their food early on, but I got serious burnout after a while. 20 years later and I still can't eat it, just the smell of their burgers and onion rings make me nauseous. Scrolled pretty far and never saw Culver's mentioned. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about them. Every year or two I give Burger King another chance and I always regret it. Can't imagine ever going back. Can't remember the last time I'd been to a KFC. Maybe 5-6 years. Subway. It's all just awful and I have a proper sandwich shop the same distance in the other direction. Twisters. What a shithole. The only place I've ever been where you can sit in the drive-thru for 25 minutes, have no other cars pull up, and your food is still cold and or undercooked. That place was better when it was a fictional Pollos Hermanos on Breaking Bad. Sadly probably Whataburger. This is tantamount to treason in Texas. But since the family sold they've been reducing their menu, they got rid of the jalapeno cheddar biscuits, which was a good portion of the reason I went there. The one where I lives is, just bad. I've ended up going to Brown's if I want a burger, which has the added bonus of having real ice cream for dessert. McDonald's. Having worked there a long time before finally leaving for a better job, I have a lot of bitter feelings for McDonald's. I could get a full course meal at Olive Garden for the price of a sandwich and half cup of soup at Panera, unless they've changed ingredients. Fazoli's. I don't know what they put in there, but 15 minutes after eating it's instant colonoscopy prep. First time I ever went to White Castle Crystal it ended with me shitting my brains out for an hour. Never again. A Swedish place called Max. I got bad cheddar on a burger and puked my guts out once about 10-15 years. Still can't even smell it cheddar without almost throwing up. Hardee's Carl's Jr. used to go there many years ago. But they went on a jag creating more and more of those 3,000 caloric monstrosities. It's a plot to kill us all. Jack in the Box. Restaurant I used to go to almost weekly while working overnights was closed down due to spider infestation of the breading for fried chicken. Chipotle. Tried it when they opened one near me and everyone made it sound like the most incredible food they've ever eaten. It was bland and unremarkable. I'm a Qdoba boy for life. Popeye's not sure if it's just Austin but the chicken is flat out terrible now. Spicy isn't spicy, no gravy, and it's kinda pricey compared to local chicken joints that opened up. Popeyes. The food is great. The service is just absolute garbage. There are always missing items from my order. Coke machine always broken. I refuse to go there anymore. I've been to several locations in San Antonio and they all the same. Burger King has gotten really terrible. It used to be better than McDonald's. Now it's dirty, understaffed, and a long wait for an incorrect order. Almost every time. Maybe it's just the 2 specific locations near me, maybe not. Arby's. The fact that their slogan is simply just that they have meat, is somehow curiously disgusting. They aren't attesting to its taste or quality. Just merely stating that they do in fact have it. I'm done with McDonald's. Shit's not cheap anymore and the food is always trash. That's if you even get the right order. As someone who does not live in the USA I have no idea what these places are. I thought Sonic was a blue hedgehog who was best friends with a fox. How I was wrong. Little Caesars. I call it fast food because they boast about quick pizzas. But they're awful. The joke is LC is only good if you're suckered into bringing food for a kiddie party. Subway. I went to one a couple weeks ago and the prices blew my mind. The cheapest footlongs were starting at like $13 and the specialty ones were more like $17-18. My girlfriend and I paid over $30 for 2 mediocre sandwiches. Plenty of other sandwich shops that are cheaper and better. Chipotle Mexican Grill. They give people E. coli and their response was basically that's the way it is. Burger King all I can remember is that it tasted too bitter from all the oil it was fried in, probably not clean oil. Chick-fil-A. I don't care how good their chicken is, or how well designed their drive-thru is, or how nice the workers are. I refuse to give my money to a company that fights against the LGBTQ community. Raising Cane's. They only offer chicken tenders, fries, Texas toast and their cane sauce. The fries are literal hospital food tier. Crinkle cut can be done well as evidenced by Culver's. They need to be crispy. It is infuriating to me that a restaurant that only offers 3 things does one of them so badly. Also one fucking sauce. Starbucks, for anything but coffee. Their other food, no matter what it is, has the same flavor, which I can only describe as Starbucks, Arby's. I went there once and ordered a standard roast beef sandwich. It was just wet beef in a bun covered in what looked like cheese whiz. Worst thing I had ever eaten. Skyline. I live in the Cincinnati area and have to hear about how great it is. It's disgusting and looks like the contents of a baby diaper. It's not chili. I will die on this hill. Taco Bell. It just isn't good in my opinion. I won't eat at Subway either. And I don't go to Wendy's, not opposed to it, just was never something I ever really cared for. But honestly, I have to be in the mood for fast food or just really short on time, otherwise I prefer cooking or going to diners. Arby's. My senior boyfriend freshman year worked there and I'll associate it with him. Also I'm vegetarian. Lol. Burger King. Our whole family got severe food poisoning 25 years ago. Haven't been since. Won't go again. White Castle. The one in my area smells very unpleasant, so I can stomach eating food from that building. And the only time I was in there, the soda machine is standing water like the drain was clogged. Over time I'd forgotten its existence. Dairy Queen. When I was 8 I had a grilled chicken sandwich from there. It had such a violent, multi-day vomit extravaganza that I didn't eat grilled chicken again until I got married. I've never been back. Taco Bell, Checkers, Culver's, BK, KFC, Popeyes to make a few. They just suck, and if you think they are good you're in denial. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Food poisoning at 2 different locations during college. I've made it 3 decades not going back. Popeyes. I keep giving them chances. I keep trying it, thinking some with aging will change. It never does. This last time my food took an hour. They straight up forgot to make my order.